Signatures are like fingerprints, each one unique. Some are beautifully scripted, others are like chicken scratch. In this next segment, Anne-Marie Berger introduces us to a young girl who has mastered the craft of handwriting despite its lack of popularity.
On this Friday morning at Kirk Day School in Creve Coeur, it appears to be business as usual, ending the week with a school assembly and prayer. But today, the student body, and a few students in particular, are in for a big surprise. Unbeknownst to them, there are some champions in this crowd.
No, they didn't win a race or bat in the most runs. What these kids can do is much more challenging. You see, they excel in perfect handwriting, and they're about to find out just how good their penmanship is.
In the Zaner-Bloser Publishing Company's handwriting competition, Kirk Day School had 2 grade-level winners for the best handwriting in Missouri. But wait, there's more. One of them went on to win the Grand National Championship.
Anna Grace has the best handwriting of every 3rd grade student in both public and private schools in the entire country.
They said it was going to be a special chapel today, but I didn't know what was going to happen at the chapel. I was really surprised, and it was cool.
It's no surprise that Anna Grace won. Her version of the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog, which, by the way, contains every letter in the alphabet, looks like it was printed out of a handwriting textbook. But what makes her accomplishments so special is that she excels in a skill that has lost popularity in today's society. With the increased use of keyboards and tablets, teaching handwriting in school has become less important. In fact, even the new Common Core standards were designed without penmanship classes in mind.
We have to be able to hold the pencil correctly. We have to teach that skill.
Kathy Van Hout is an occupational therapist and presenter for the handwriting curriculum, Handwriting Without Tears. During a recent workshop for teachers in St. Louis, she explained the connection between writing by hand and learning.
We did a recent survey, and we found that still up to 25 to 50% of what children know in those earlier grades is via their written output. As children progress, of course, they're exposed to all of that technology, and they're going to need to be able to type. But we can't overlook the importance of handwriting. When they're asked to do a journal entry, or when they're asked to give you a paragraph of what they did over the summer, it's automatic. They don't have to think about how to form the letters. They can just go ahead and be creative with their thoughts, and they can get everything that they want to tell you down on the paper. But when children struggle with writing and they haven't been shown or taught how to handwrite, then they have to think about how the letters are formed.
Van Hout explains when a child focuses on the mechanics of writing, the intellectual output is diminished. And studies have shown that it can be even more than that.
There's a connection to your creativity and your retention when you're writing, when you're using handwriting.
According to a new study conducted by researchers at Princeton University and UCLA, students who took notes when writing by hand outperformed those students who took notes using a computer. The theory is typing notes results in verbatim note-taking, which requires low cognitive processing. Taking notes by hand requires rewording and summarizing information, resulting in greater retention.
So that tells you right there how important still it is to teach that skill, and how much more retention, when you make that connection, you're able to get when you're putting those thoughts down on paper.
Some critics are skeptical and think the findings may be inflated. They reiterate the benefits of typing notes. They're easy to organize and share, and the type of learner must be considered too.
So we understand, and that's how you're going to go ahead and use the wet, dry, try for cursive.
But supporters of learning handwriting in the classroom say it's not an either-or. Handwriting and keyboarding are equally important.
The skill of keyboarding also needs to be taught. children still need to write, but they also need to be able to be efficient with the keyboard.
So it's not a competition between the two?
Absolutely not. They complement each other perfectly.
Well, whether you believe that handwriting enhances learning or it's a thing of the past, no one can deny that having the best handwriting in the country is pretty darn cool.